Hey friends, I wanted to make a public video to answer a question I got from one of my coaching and challenge program members. I do weekly Q&A chats with them where I answer their questions about specific exercises, how they're doing them, aches and pains, and what exercises I would recommend, all that kind of stuff. But I also answer mindset questions on those weekly calls, and specifically mindset questions related to the mindset issues that can trip us up with regard to our health and wellness. And this question that I got for this week, it was so good because I know that everyone has experienced this. I am so proud of this member for asking this question. I had run to an appointment, but I printed out her email so that I could go over it with you. So she says, "Hey Jen, I have a question for Sunday's Q&A chat. As you know, I joined the program in late December and I'm thrilled, I'm enjoying everything, but something happened last night on my mat that threw me a bit and I'm wondering if you can talk me through it. I joined because of a yucky combination of restlessness, overwhelm, and physical pain. And in such a short time, I've really made progress and I feel so much better in many ways. But your program isn't the first I've tried to deal with these things. And most of the other things I've tried in the past worked for a little while in the beginning, just like this. And then something happened and they stopped working. So the scary thing that happened while I was doing one of my mindfulness videos last night is that I noticed that I have the fear that this program will stop working for me too. And then that fear made me so sad and uncomfortable. I started worrying that if this doesn't work, I'll be crushed. I feel like I'm at the end of the line, nothing will help me, and I'll just be forever stuck. I ended up stopping the mindfulness practice early and going to watch TV before bed. I woke up this morning thinking about all of it and decided I should email you to ask if you have any advice. Maybe you can chat about it on Sunday night's call. I can't believe how helpful these live chats have been for me. I have to do a short mat class and shake off the feeling of yuck. Okay, so there's a couple of things. First of all, so many of us, this is a huge issue for all of us. We feel afraid that we're going to fail at something, that something isn't going to work for us. And the more people that it's worked for, the bigger this fear can be. Oh, it works for everybody else, but it's not going to work for me. Or I've tried a million things in the past and they don't work. And I just think this is so prevalent in the health and wellness space. I'll tell you in a minute why I think it, but I believe we all deal with this on any level. We're afraid to pursue our dreams and to try to just make our lives better and feel better in and about our bodies because we're afraid we're going to fail. What I absolutely love about this email is that she noticed that the fear was cropping up for her, and then she was also self-aware enough to notice what she did. She stopped practicing and she went and watched TV. And I'm not saying watching TV is bad. I'm not putting any shame on her for doing that. But I'm so incredibly proud of her that she emailed me this morning, that she was still thinking about it this morning, and that she didn't just say this fear came up, but she said, it made me uncomfortable, and then I went and watched TV. So here's what I want to say to her and to everyone else. This fear that we're going to fail, that something isn't going to work, that we're hopelessly stuck, you don't have to make that fear go away. You just have to learn how to be with that fear. And that means being with a little bit of discomfort. So I'm going to give you a couple of things you can do. I think this fear can be powerful, and I'll get to exactly why. But instead of thinking like this fear is the worst thing in the world and it's absolutely true and I have to run from this fear, instead, let's just make peace with it, sit here with it, and learn from this fear. So how do you do that? The first thing is, and if you're somewhere where you can pause this video and do this safely, then do it right now. Otherwise, bookmark this video and come back to it. The first thing you want to do is say, where do you feel, okay, that I feel this fear coming up. I feel this fear that I'm going to fail at this, that this isn't going to work for me, that I'm not doing all the right things, that I'm not capable of change, any variation of the fear of failure or the fear that there's something fundamentally wrong with you and you're broken. As you start to notice that come up, get out of your head and into your body. Where do you feel that fear physically? She said it made her uncomfortable. I have this fear too. It makes me uncomfortable. I feel it kind of in the base of my rib cage, at the bottom of my rib cage. It feels like a heaviness there, a little panicky is kind of the way that I would describe that feeling, this tension and tightness there. Stop trying to describe the feeling or the fear with words and intellectually and get into your body. Where do you feel it? Focus your awareness on the physical sensation of that fear until it dissipates. So you're just focusing your brain like you have a laser in your mind and you're pointing it at the physical sensation. The physical sensation might jump as you're feeling it in your body, and that's okay. Just follow the biggest physical sensation you can. Follow it in your body, follow where it is in your body with your mind until that intense physical sensation dissipates. You want to do that. That's what it's like to sit with discomfort. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's part of life. You can sit with the discomfort. I'm not encouraging you to push yourself to pain or to not get help if you need it, but to just say, okay, I can sit with this discomfort for a minute. I can feel this physical sensation associated with this fear and this worry. As soon as that passes, then you're ready for some really powerful work. The first thing is to say, okay, I had that fear because I've tried things in the past and they didn't work. So now that you've kind of processed the intensity of that fear, if it was at a level 10 on a 1 to 10 scale, you can do this part once you're down to like a 6 or a 5. Then you can start to say, what didn't work for me in the past? What about those things didn't work for me? And I know I can talk to you about the things that don't work in the health and wellness space. I suspect these are the same things for any kind of goal that you're going after. But I've been a yoga teacher and a personal trainer for 18 years, and I know the things that get in our way. So the first thing is, did the thing you were trying in the past address mindset and habit? Okay, so this is why this question is being asked to me, because in my program, I am huge on mindset. I don't teach you exercises without also teaching you to watch your thoughts, because exactly what happened to her, your thoughts and your beliefs create your feelings, and then your feelings create your actions. The thought and belief she had last night made her have a feeling of discomfort, and then her action was to stop the practice she was doing and going to watch TV. She is asking me this question today because she realizes something got tripped up in my mindset. I need to work on that. No amount of exercises that I can teach you matter if I don't teach you how to do this, how to look at the thoughts and beliefs and the feelings that are happening so that you can get to the bottom of why you might be doing what you're doing or self-sabotaging yourself. So did what you were doing in the past, were you just trying to follow some new habit thing of, oh, I'm going to work out this many times a week, or I'm going to change my eating pattern or whatever, without also simultaneously investigating the thoughts and beliefs that were creating your old habits? That's probably the most common reason that your past attempts might have failed. So okay, then I know that in the future, I need to make sure I'm doing mindset stuff. The second thing is, were you trying to do too much too soon? My coaching and challenge program members know I say this over and over again. Small hinges swing big doors. If you have a goal to run a marathon, you don't start running a marathon. If you have a goal to work out 3 times a week for 30 to 60 minutes, you probably shouldn't start with that. You have to start with smaller steps. So maybe that's why it didn't work out. Were you trying to bite off too much too fast? So then okay, I need to make sure that I build momentum slowly, that I create habits and that they become small habits that become so ingrained that then they become bigger. I call this like the snowball effect with my students. You create a small habit, and then that small habit leads to another habit. It's like starting a chain of dominoes. You want to start with something small, with one single domino, and then you get this momentum that's going. So maybe that's why it failed in the past. Another really common reason why things fail in the past is that it's that what we're doing is not helping us holistically. So we get overwhelmed or underwater because we're doing something that maybe serve some short-term, quick fix type of approach with one part of us. Maybe it's, I'm going to do a glute program. I'm going to shape my buns, or I'm going to do an arm program or a core program. But we don't look at the whole body from a holistic perspective, or we just look at the body and we don't focus on how can I also care for, as I said earlier, my mind and my spirit as well. Ideally, the practices that you're doing to care for you from a health and wellness perspective serve your whole body, and they serve you body, mind, and spirit. The last thing, and this is huge, this is what this person is tapping into, is maybe what you were doing in the past maybe you didn't have the right kind of support. Maybe you didn't have the right places to go to ask for help whenever you needed it. So maybe that's why it didn't work. So when you have this fear of failure crop up, and your brain instantly starts gathering all the evidence for you of why you should be terrified. Number one, you're going to get into your body and you're going to feel the feelings till you get the intensity level of that fear down a little bit so that you can have some clear thought. I'm not telling you to check out completely out of your mind, but once you get in your body's going to reveal some stuff to you. And then after you've processed that, then you're going to ask, was I addressing mindset and habit? Number one. Number two, was I trying to do too much too fast? Number three, was I doing stuff that served me whole body, mind, and spirit? And number four, did I have the right support? Did I have the right places that I could go and ask for help? If you had trouble in the past, it's probably because you needed one of those four things and you didn't have it. So then you know, okay, I need to make sure I find those things. You can reassess. Failure is just feedback. It's not final, it's just information for you to say, okay, that didn't work. What about it didn't work? You don't need to be afraid. I promise you, everything is redeemable. Everything that you feel like is stuck and forever going to stay that way, it's redeemable, and it can shift and it can change, and it can, as long as, or as part of, it changes because you say, all right, why didn't that thing I did before work? This fear doesn't have to stop you. It doesn't have to make you numb out or want to turn away from it. You can endure the discomfort, the physical discomfort of the feeling for a couple of minutes to process it and to clear away some of the mental yuck that could keep you from being able to learn what is it that you need in order to take the very best care of yourself. All right, I hope that's helpful. Of course, if you want my support with this, you guys know coaching and challenge program is the way to do it. Right now I have a special where you can join us. We're getting ready on March 1st to start our March 30-day challenge. And I have a special right now that you can join us for a 1-month membership. It's non-recurring. It'll end automatically. So you can do that challenge with us. See how we roll in the coaching and challenge program. Check it all out. It's $20 off right now if you go to healthymoving.com/March. I hope this helps you take the very best care of yourself so that you can feel amazing, body, mind, and spirit.